Hey guys, welcome back to my daily vlog. So today I'm going to do a game review. Yes, I said it, a game review. I play games. I have a hobby store. I play these games back here. I do. But I also play video games. I don't sell video games, but I play them. And one of them that I play right now, the latest thing I play, is called PUBG, or PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. Did you hear that? I think the world just cringed a little bit. Or at least my buddy Lars did. Anyway, so I'm going to talk about it, tell you what's the goods, the bads, the uglies, and give you a little lowdown on what's going on with that game. So anyway, it is a player versus player survival style game. I don't know how to explain it other than that. You throw 100 people in a plane, you drop them off on an island, you let them go to war. Okay, it's a little more complicated than that. There's this zoning thing that happens where you start off in this big circle and it kind of shrinks down to a little tiny circle on the map. And if you're outside the zone, you take damage until you die, or you get inside the circle so you don't take damage. And that's how you keep the game going smoothly. Otherwise, you'd have people camping on opposite ends of the maps and they never see each other. That would suck. But as it goes, you got about maybe 30-35 minutes a game. At most. I have never timed it out or looked to see what the final part of a game is and whatnot. So the point of the game, yeah, there's 100 people. Like I said, on a plane, right? And they drop all these people over the island. The plane flies in at a random direction and with all the people in the plane, and then we all eject out to wherever we want to go. And when we hit the ground, it becomes a survival game. And part of that is gathering up weapons, backpacks, clothing, bulletproof vests to help armor, different kinds of boots make different kinds of noise, and all this other stuff. And then your attachments for your guns. And yeah, you spend a lot of time just digging through houses and looting. It's incredibly simple concept, but the gameplay is actually kind of fun. And it's, you know, it is a mindless shooting PvP style game, and you know what? So what? If I have an hour to play and I can sit down and play a couple matches, yeah, good. I mean, it's worth a couple hours of time, you know. You don't have to pay for like monthly subscription or anything like that. It's just a one-time fee. You buy the game and then you play on their servers. Simple, right? Well, okay. So I gave you the basics of the game and what happens, and you know. So that's what the game's about. Now, for the good parts of the game is you get to play a survival game, you get to collect guns, you get to shoot really cool guns, and they all shoot kind of different from each other. So you don't have two guns that shoot identical, you know, whether it's the M14 or the M416. They all shoot a little bit different. You know, you got your different kinds of shotguns. You got a double barrel, which is an over-under double barrel. You got a pump action, then you got a semi-auto. And they're three different shooting mechanics. You know, they all three shoot different. You have multiple semi-automatic pistols, and one of them switches over to automatic. You have a revolver, which is pretty much a garbage pistol. I mean, it's powerful for the 7 shots you get, but the reload time is ridiculous. Let's see here. You have submachine guns, which are like things like the Uzi, the UMP9. Various others, the Vector, the VSS is a sniper rifle technically, but it shoots like it's complicated. Then you have your full assault rifles, which isn't technically AR, but that's an argument for another day. Which include your M416, your M16 4A, your AKMs. I know there's others. Fine. We'll move up to the next level. You have your sniper rifles, which include the SKS, the CAR 98K, and so on and so forth. Now, yes, there's more guns in each category. I'm just listing some of the popular ones. And also during the game, okay, this is some good stuff. There's a plane that flies overhead about every few minutes and drops off a crate. And inside the crate will be special guns that you can only get from the crate, such as like a Tommy gun and Winchester 300 mag, which is called the AWN. There's another submachine gun, the Gorza, I believe it is, that drops off there. There are some rare drops within the rare finds in the game. One was an M60. It's kind of cool. There's also a crossbow. There's melee weapons. There's a frying pan. There's a crossbow. Crossbow's not a melee weapon, but it is another form of weapon. There's a sickle, machete, stuff like that. Now let's see here. Like I said, there's body armor, multiple levels. There's 3 levels of pretty much everything as far as the body armor goes. You got 3 levels of body armor. You got 3 styles of helmet. Some come in different colors and some shapes and whatever else, but or not shapes, but different colors. And they're all 3 levels are different shapes. You got different coats. You got like things from like parkas to trench coats to t-shirts to striped tank tops. Just crazy stuff. You got different kinds of boots you can put on. You got knuckle or leather or fingerless gloves you can wear. You got sunglasses. You got goggles. You got gas masks. You got ballistic masks you can put on. Yeah, and so it's kind of fun. There's some customization in the character creation. The customization is pretty basic. You got 3 or 4 models. I think maybe 4 or 5 models to choose from, plus a few different hairstyles. And so on and so forth. And every time you win a match or you do a match, you get points, and then you can spend those points on getting crates, which give you more loot and different, just cosmetic things. They're not game changing. You're not gonna win the game with the Pioneer crate. So yeah, that's the goods. The goods, there's 100 people. The matches reset quick. I've sat probably at the most a minute, because usually it has a timer when you get into the starting island before you get put in the plane. And you're out fighting. So like I said, it's a good mindless PvP game. It's still in alpha, testing it as of this recording. And so there's still a lot of bugs, and that's where the downs come in. And so we'll talk a little bit about that too. The downfalls of the game are, it is incredibly frustrating. There's still plenty of cheaters and aimbots and stuff like that the company hasn't been able to block yet. But I don't know if that deters. I mean, it does deter, but you just start over and play again. Just another thing that's kind of frustrating is, say if you're at a wall and you're leaning at the wall and you lean out right and you shoot, you hit the wall. You lean left, you shoot, you don't hit the wall. It's weird. But if someone's standing on the outside of that wall shooting, they don't hit the wall to hit you. It's weird. I don't know. There's these barred windows, which are a real joy. You can shoot into them, so like if there's a guy standing outside the window and he's shooting at me, hits me. I shoot outside that window, I could have my barrel in between the bars, I shoot, it hits the bar every time. It's crazy fun. Or it's very frustrating. There's invincible shrubs that when you're driving a vehicle, by the way, there's vehicles in the game, multiple different styles. Everything from motorcycles to, like Jeep style vehicles. Yeah, so that's kind of cool. You got a buggy, you got boats. There's no planes or helicopters or anything crazy like that yet, thank goodness. But anyway, so the bugs. When you're driving your vehicle and you hit the indestructible bush, guess what happens? Yep, your car flips over, you take damage. Sometimes you die. It's pretty sad. I think there's a lot of work that needs to be with syncing. Like I play on a fairly decent connection, but it seems like sometimes I can shoot at a guy 3 or 4 times, and we both can be right there shooting at each other. He could be using a 9mm pistol, I'm using a shotgun. Somehow I die first because the syncing issues. I don't know, and sometimes it's the other way around. Sometimes I'm using a pistol, I blow the guy down. He's using a way bigger, more destructive gun on me. So I don't know, it all comes back down to being in alpha still. We're not even in beta testing, so it's hard to say that the game's garbage because of those bugs, but it definitely is frustrating, and it will make you a little upset. It kind of makes you unhappy. I get salty, no lie. I'm a salty type of guy. I'm very competitive and I want to do the best when I'm playing, but again, the game sometimes just doesn't let you do the best you can. And so that's frustrating. But anyway, yeah. So overall, it's a pretty good game. I would recommend it for anybody that likes a little PvP action, a little nonsense going on. Another system they have set up is Duo, so you and a partner can get together. That tends to be a little more complicated than playing single player, because you've got a partner, and if your partner doesn't play the same play style as you, it can be interesting. But it also is really fun. Like I play with my wife, and we have I have fun even if I'm frustrated half the time. It's not because I'm frustrated with her or I'm frustrated with me. It's just I know we can do better, and we're only just 1 kill away from winning multiple games a night, and it's just there's something one little bit we have to do to catch up and be able to be one of the top teams at all times, you know. I don't know. We'll get there, I'm sure of it. It's just, I don't know when, and I'm a competitive guy, like I said. I want to win. I want to take the suckers out, but whatever. It's how it goes. Then there's one more option in which you can play teams, which I think is up to 4 people on a team. I'm not 100% sure because I've never played a team. And then again, you know, you have your 4 teammates you're running around with. So all kinds of interesting stuff happens then. But yeah, all in all, it's a great fun game. And like I said, if you have a buddy that wants to play or you want to play a little solo, PUBG is a good fun game. PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. Just a fun, mindless game. Twitchers are playing it. Twitch streamers are playing it all over. Mixer streamers, YouTube streamers. Everybody's streaming this game because it kind of seems to be, it's actually entertaining to watch too. So if you're dead and you're spectating with your partner, you know, that's pretty cool. You can watch, see what happens. Sounds play a lot in the game. I forgot to mention that. Sound is a very big deal in the game. You know, a lot of people go shoeless, so like when they're running around, you don't hear them as well. But I find that maybe not to be completely true. I find that it's a different noise, so I always wear boots. So I'm creeping around the house, I hear flap, 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 bare feet hitting the ground. I know it's not my partner. I know it's not the person I'm playing with, and I know it's not me making that noise. So anyway, yeah. There's a lot of tactics and stuff we can go over, but I think we'll save that maybe for another video if I keep playing it. I'm sure I have. I'll probably be playing this for months to come yet. Maybe not, I don't know. We'll find out. It's like I said, it's my PvP game. You know, I'm not guaranteed I'm going to be playing 10 hours a week or 100 hours a week or whatever it's going to be. I know that I'll probably play it for a few times a night. And then when another game gets my attention, I'll play that one. But for now, PUBG is the game. Anyway, so if you have any questions or comments, leave them in below and we'll talk about them. Or maybe we'll get some game footage. Or if you play, maybe you hook up, we'll play together. Anyway, my name's Scott. You call me Guff. Signing off.